defending UFC featherweight champion. He is headlining the pay-per-view on Saturday, UFC 266. He is in Las Vegas. We are getting a chance to see Alexander, the great Volkanovski, back finally against Brian Ortega. There he is, the one and only Alex. Look at that setup with the belt over there. What a pro this man is. Alex, how are you?
Here we go. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yeah, mate. Look at that.
Look at that.
Nice shiny belt right there.
Now, who's this guy in the back? Is that Ash over there? What's happening?
You can see.
Golly, Ash. I mean, always looking for camera time. This guy, huh? Jeez, Louise.
That's it, mate. He's always trying to take my shine, eh?
I love Ash, one of the best in the business. Great to talk to you, Alex. A lot to talk to you about. First, last time I spoke, and thank you for doing this on Fight Week. I really appreciate it. Last time we spoke was right when you revealed the bout with COVID and everything, and it seemed pretty gnarly. I'm just curious, how are you feeling now, and how long did all those, symptoms last for you? How long were you dealing with it?
Yeah, I'm all good now. Obviously, I would be fine if I wasn't. But it was a process easing back into training. I had a program, the UFC, the PI, they had for me to ease back into training. Obviously, because it hit the lungs pretty hard, we couldn't, get straight back into it. Obviously, we wanted to take care of the lungs. Hopefully, there was no scar tissue and all that type of stuff, but there wasn't, because it took probably maybe six weeks till I was training 100%. But after that, I was fit before you knew it. So it wasn't too bad, but I'm all good now.
Okay, so I've heard from athletes who had dealt with lung issues and thankfully, none of those issues for you.
Yeah, very thankful for that.
Okay. Now, as far as the training for this fight, I know things are very strict in New Zealand and Australia. Were you able to train at your gym with your coaches and your training partners? What were the conditions as far as training for this fight were concerned?
Yeah, it was. Lockdown is pretty strict in Australia and New Zealand, so it was difficult. But we were able to have the bubble. So a bubble that I've done for maybe 3 camps now, anyway. So we had the bubble, but again, it was obviously a lot of protocols, and you obviously had to get tested regularly and all that type of stuff, and couldn't really do anything but train and be at the house. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, it was good. We were lucky enough to get a heap of the boys that we usually train with in the bubble, and we just trained together at Freestyle Fighting Gym. So it was good, a good camp. So we put the work in, and we got the job done anyway. So mate, like obviously you're gonna hit hurdles sometimes. There's gonna be adversity no matter what you do, but just adjust to it, adapt, and just move forward. That's what we did.
Are you too tired of this at this point? Like, man, does it wear on you? Geez, you must long for the days where you could just do whatever the hell you want, right? In training?
Man, yeah, you're definitely over it, but hopefully things are changing over there soon. They're talking about it getting back to normal pretty soon. So I'm just hoping that happens. So look, man, I'll do what I need to do. I usually just bust my ass at the gym anyway. So it's end family time. That's the type of guy I am. So it's all good. But seeing the kids, being homeschooled and for the wife and all that type of stuff, it's tough. Again, I'm a pretty selfless type of guy. So it's not me that I'm worried about. It's my family that I feel are struggling a lot more than me with it. You know what I mean? So because the kids should be at school, sure. Learning, working on their education and playing with their friends. And, right now that's not happening. So that's tough, but hopefully it's back to normal soon.
And so did you arrived to Las Vegas Saturday, right? Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Yep. Actually, yep. I was surprised. Usually when you're coming from Australia, most guys will come like 2 weeks out because of the time zone and everything. Why did you come so close to the fight?
It depends. Usually, I've done weeks plenty of times, but obviously, last time, we're here longer, and obviously got the COVID and all that type of stuff. So we'd rather just come here, and then get straight in the bubble. Just to take just be as careful as we can, as safe as we can, so we could make it to the fight. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. But again, we just wanted to finish camp at home and just get here on Fight Week.
Now, this will probably be the toughest question that I ask you all interview. I did notice, Alex, we have shaved the dome. Why did we do that, Alex? You're hiding it from us right now. You just couldn't.
Lockdown. So no barber can't get a hold of any of the barbers or anything like that. So like I said, it was strict. The lockdown was very strict. So you couldn't go. We had to. Most people in Australia are shaving their own hair. So, or cutting their own hair and things like that. And I didn't want to I didn't want to try and cut my own hair and do fades and whatnot because it would have been looking even worse. So I just thought, you know what? Let's just shave it off nice and easy. Don't have to worry. Don't have to shampoo it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have to do your hair when you're doing your interviews and whatnot. So it's easy. It's definitely easy.
Are we sticking with this?
Different. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, once when we get out of lockdown, and I can get my barber looking up, I'll talk to my barber and see what he wants to do with it.
And just curious, obviously you're with the freestyle guys. Joe Lopez, your longtime head coach, I'm assuming is with you in Vegas right now. Yes.
Yeah, I figure he just walked in. Yeah.
Okay.
Master Splinter's just over there.
My best to him. What about the CKB guys? No training with them, right?
Nah. So I haven't been able to do that for 3 camps now. Yeah. 3 camps. You know, that's how long this whole damn thing's been going. So, but I mean, it's all good. Like, obviously, you know, we're still in contact with them and all that type of stuff. They're still going to be, Eugene's still going to be in the corner and all that type of stuff. But okay. Yeah, we just did. We've done our last 3 camps at Freestyle Fighter Gym, and we use the same guys. Like I said, we've got a lot of beasts from around Australia all come to help me. So yeah, I was blessed to have Joe organise that for me.
Now this will be, by the time the fight happens, if my math is correct, 14 months since your last fight, since the Max Holloway fight. It feels like a lifetime ago. Are any worry about things like ring rust and because you were a pretty active fighter before all this? No worry about any of that.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm just, obviously, I wish I was in there. I like to stay active. You know what I mean? That's the type of guy I am. And, I don't like to sit on the sidelines. I like to be in camp doing my thing and busting my ass and defending titles. You know what I mean? But it's, it's just that's what we're dealt. So you gotta. There's nothing I can do about that. But I mean, ring rust, I ain't worried about that one bit. I'm too prepared. I'm too composed. You know what I mean? So it's, I'm always. I always do well in these sort of situations, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? I'm pretty chill and composed in whatever environment I'm in. So I'm not worried about that one bit.
So you were supposed to fight Brian for the first time, when this was booked back in March, and here we are. September. Are you kind of tired of thinking about Brian Ortega? I would imagine at this point, like, you're just kind of tired of prepping for this guy. You actually want to actually fight him, right?
Oh, mate, yeah. There's obviously you got the 2 camps that I had to do for this bloke. And then, do an Ultimate Fighter with him as well.
That's
and,
right, yeah.
And now, obviously I want to put my hands on him as well. So, I just can't wait. I'm excited, mate. I'm honestly, even this whole fight week process, I didn't get to do that last time. So even me just having chats with you guys and being with the boys that are usually with us fight week and just doing all the fight week shenanigans, mate, I'm enjoying the process. I'm probably one of the elite fighters that does enjoy the process. Lets me know that we're here, we've got a job to do. It's you know what I mean. That's why we're here. So it's good. So I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to get back in there, and not only that, I can't wait to punch Ortega in the face.
How do you feel about Ortega now that you did the show with him? You've been around him, as a guy, as a bloke, as you would say. How do you feel about him?
Say we had this conversation before my first fight with him, it'd be totally different. But, again, he showed me a different side. I just believe what I've been saying, he's just like he puts on a front. I don't know why he does it. Like, I don't know. I think he just wants to act like this real caring type of guy. Maybe, I don't know what it is, but, that's not what I seen. I seen a little sensitive, spoiled little brat, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It was just, just little things as you probably heard about. The pranks, like he would prank me, but we weren't allowed to prank him. We weren't allowed to prank his car. Just little situations that I reaching to the producers over certain things, and then just some comments whenever I confronted him with things, little stupid comments he would make, little douchey comments. So it was just, and then even listening on interviews, and him just playing a whole different side. I'm like thinking, like, almost acting like, oh yeah, no beef, we all good. I'm like, I know he don't like me. I guarantee you he does not like me. He's telling all his friends I'm a piece of shit and whatnot. You know what I mean? He can't wait to bash me. I guarantee you that. But then, he just puts on a weird front. I don't understand. He's a weird bloke. I don't get him.
So on the show, he said, like, you can't prank him? That he was off limits?
We weren't allowed to touch his car. So we ended up getting his keys and we're like, oh, all right. And mind you, he just did a prank on our car. He just messed with our cars. We laughed about it. Again, do whatever you want with us. We're all good with it, man. I'm used to the bent. I'm used to pranks. Living in Australia, you know what I mean? Like that's how us boys roll. You know what I mean? That's just how we are. So I thought it was great. The banter was good. I was like, oh, yeah, sweet. They go, oh, yeah, now we got his keys. He left his keys in the gym. Let's do it. We're going to producers. Oh, we've got his keys. We're going to, mess with his car. Like, obviously, we're not going to break his car or do any damage to it. But no, we're not allowed. We're under strict rules. We can't touch his car, and all this type of stuff. So I don't know. They had rules in play that we weren't allowed to do things to him. I put it this way: there was no rules on our end.
Wow.
You could do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like it was anything goes for us.
Are you a big betting guy, Alex? Do you look at that stuff?
Am I a big betting guy? I wouldn't say I'm a big betting guy, but yeah, I bet here and there.
I was looking at the odds, -185 for you as of right now, and +150. I thought I was a little surprised, a little closer than I expected. I don't know if it was because of his last performance, which now feels like a very long time ago. Are you surprised by those lines?
Yeah, I guess, but not really, man, because
they're disrespecting you, Alex. They're disrespecting you, for God's sakes.
Yeah, look, man, but mate, they have been my whole life. You know what I mean? I've been the underdog my whole life. People are, that's just how it is, and I love proving people wrong. So that motivates me. Mate, like I wouldn't care if he was a favorite. You know what I mean? If he was a favorite, I'd laugh and be like, oh, I'm going to make my boys money. I'm going to make the real ones that know what's up. I'm going to make them some serious money. Because I guarantee you, the people that know the game, they're betting on me. You know what I mean? And like, I guarantee you, like anyone that's trained with me, he's betting on me. You know what I mean? So people can say what they want. Again, like there's going to be doubters a whole way. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest. I used to worry about what people thought and things like that. It used to worry me, and I used to really care about what people are. Now I was like, whatever, it's all good. They're going to say things no matter what you do, mate. You like look at the type of guy I am. Like I'm one of the nicest blokes you ever meet. Like I would even go out of my way to like sort of not offend anyone. I would go out of my way, literally. I couldn't even have a proper conversation because they might take offense to this, and people still take offense to it. People are going to still make me look like I'm the worst human being. I'm like, fuck me, all right, that's it. I'm done. I'm not even going to bother anytime. Like again, I don't need to try to do anything. I know I'm a pretty chill dude. I'm a friendly guy. I'm proud of that. I'm not, so I don't need to worry about offending anyone. If the people are going to be offended, that's on them, not me. So things like that, you know what I mean? So I just don't care too much about that. And, mate, you're going to get a lot of people in the media that are going to say things that I don't agree with. But at the end of the day, mate, I can prove them wrong. Because, again, I've already got that underdog mentality anyway. I'm already telling myself that. Sorry, man, I'm just trying to fix my phone here. I'm already telling myself that, again, that underdog mentality in preparation, just to, you haven't done enough. You need to do more. He's probably working harder than you. I know he's not working harder than me. I guarantee you he's not. I know for a fact he's not, but I'm telling myself he is. Yeah, I'm going to have that sort of mentality. And I have that with everything. So again, them just booking, that can just add to that. It's like, all right, yeah, these guys still doubted me. Let's go and shut them all up.
Taking that one step further, I think that of all the male champions in the UFC, you are the most underrated, most underappreciated. You don't get the love that the other ones do, the attention, the media attention, the headlines. You don't get talked about. You're just kind of there. Do you agree with that? Do you agree that you don't get the attention that some of the other male champions?
Yeah, man. I agree with that. I haven't been the one to really care about that, but maybe things are changing, and I'm going to change that. You know what I mean? Going out there and doing what I plan on doing this weekend is going to change that. So I'm going to go out there and obviously, you say this every time, you're going to put them away, but mate, I am doing everything I can. I'm going to, shut Ortega's mouth up by putting his head through the canvas, and I'm going to get that finish. I'm going to be working very hard for it, and it's going to come. I'm going to crumble him and get it done. And man, I want to put on a performance. I want people leaving that arena like absolutely blown away by the performance and get people talking. It's not only winning's right now. Winning not enough. I'll be honest. So it's come to winning's not enough. It's all about how you're going to get this fish, how you're going to perform, all that type of stuff. All that's coming into play, and that's something that I think has changed. Motivates me. It's made me even work harder. You know what I mean? So it's good. This is a good thing for me. And again, let them hate whatever, and that just adds fuel to the fire.
But is it? is it a tough spot? Because you say that, and that's great, and that's music to everyone's ears, but you also don't want to put that pressure on yourself, right? Because isn't it not true that like when you look for the finish, bad things will happen, right? So it's been working so well for you, whatever you've been doing mentally, physically, you don't want to necessarily change all of that in your approach to the fight, correct?
Oh man, look, obviously you got to be calculated. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to simply go out there and go punch for punch with people. That's not how again, in martial arts, especially fighting, it's hit and not get hit. These are things. So these are obviously the things that I live by. Obviously I'm going to be very calculated in my approach, but there's going to be there's holes that I see. There's obviously you've got guys like, say with Max, for instance, when you've got a durable guy who's got a great chin, and then he's obviously fit and got a gas tank. So kind of like that is going to be a little bit more difficult. Where, Ortega, even just being with him through the Ultimate Fighter and all things like that, I can even see through his mentality and things that he said that, he's not good under pressure. He looked good. He looked great in his last fight, but that was because he was able to just do whatever he wanted. Zombie just let him do his thing. And that's I'm not trying to have a shot at Zombie, but Zombie fought a fight that everyone knows that I don't fight. You were going to be thinking in that fight with me. You were going to have to adjust to what I'm doing. You were going to be under the pump. You are going to be figuring, your brain's going to be ticking. Your body's going to be fatiguing. And I've already seen just from being in his presence that he's not good there. And I guarantee you I'm going to put him there. So again, this is a calculated sort of situation, if that makes sense. So this is why I'm seeing it. And again, once I see these little, like if I see anything, a little hint of, oh yeah, he doesn't like that, crumble and bang, I'm going to pour it on. Again, it's going to be calculated, but if he shows any weakness, I'm going to take full advantage of it.
You climb the mountain that is Brian Ortega on Saturday. Very good chance a very familiar face is going to be waiting for you in Max Holloway. I know you don't want to look past, but is that weird for you, or is that like, how do you feel about this? The fact that it's back to Max Holloway potentially after this?
Man, I don't feel anything with that. At the end of the day, he did what he had to do anyway, right? So again, we've got Ortega. Ortega's the number one contender right now. I'm going to go out, take him out, and whoever's next, who's the next in line? And Max has, he's had his fights. I think he's fighting. Yeah, I don't even know if that's locked in. Do you know if that's locked in? I'm not sure. Supposedly, that's a fight that's happening. I don't even know if it is. But he's at least going out there. Max said, yeah, Rodriguez.
Oh, is that out there? I don't know. You're breaking news for us, Alex. Here we go.
Oh, no. I just heard
according to Alex Volkanovski, print it now.
No. Well, actually, I'm going off. I thought that's what I just remember seeing that. Whether that's actually happening or not. But anyway, what I'm saying is, he wasn't sitting back waiting to just get another shot. So good on him. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. He's doing what a number one contender should do. What I did before I was a champ. I was fighting who's number one contender. I'm going to take them out. Max is fighting Frankie Edgar. I want to be there as a backup. I don't want anyone else to take that opportunity away from him. So, he's doing the right things. But again, I've got to take it to worry about this weekend. I will be successful. This belt ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere anytime soon either. You know what I mean? I'm going to be in next fight, whoever it is, I'm going to be in the best shape of my life, the best Nick, the knowledge. I'm evolving every day. And I guarantee you I'm going to be putting on better performances each time I get in there.
I don't want to do a whole woe is me thing here, but I'm just curious, do you think you have suffered from the fact that you, as champion, haven't been able to fight back home in Australia? There is like a trickle-down effect. Conor fights in Ireland, he comes across like a superstar. Izzy fights back home, you come across. There is something special. When Stipe fought in Cleveland, I think it raises the profile. Unfortunately for you, COVID times, you haven't had that opportunity. Do you think that has hurt you a little bit?
Oh yeah, like it definitely has. It's a difficult time to be. Oh, difficult time for everyone, right? But especially being a champion. Especially being locked down. You can't go do. I wish I could be traveling. Watching fights. Doing a whole heap of media, doing tours and whatnot, and all that type of stuff. Fighting in my hometown. Full crowd Aussie fans. All that type of stuff. All that stuff would be incredible. But we're not in. We're struggling with that at the moment, especially in Australia right now. So it is what it is. You just got to deal with it. But I mean, that'll change. And and again, I'm not planning on losing this anytime soon. So I'll get all their moments very soon.
Now, Ortega's a great fight, Alex, and Max Holloway would be a great fight. I do have to say, I would love to see Alex Volkanovski versus AJ McKee. And there's been a lot of talk about the new Bellator champion. By the way, people get mad when I say, oh, this is first of all, it's not going to happen anytime soon. He's Bellator. But have you been able to watch this young man, AJ McKee, who just won the featherweight title in another promotion, Bellator? And if so, what do you think of him?
Oh, I know. Yeah, obviously, I end up seeing like a highlights and whatnot. Yeah, man. Look, you're always going to get people that are calling your name. I've got people in my division, the UFC, calling my name, and you're going to get them. You know what I mean? From other promotions, and that's going to happen. And like you said, is that fight likely to happen? No. But I mean, let's be real as well. Even if the kid is good, you know what I mean? And I guarantee you're praising him and whatnot. But let's be realistic when we're talking about, look at my rise to the title and look at his rise to his title. You know what I mean? It's just totally different. You know, you've got a bunch of absolute killers. And then, you know, he could be a killer himself, but you know, I mean, he hasn't had the competition that we've had, and that's obvious. You know what I mean? But again, you know, is he a great fighter? Yeah, he probably is. Will he beat me? No. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, like if he was to, you know, why should someone from a different promotion ever get a chance to fight that when we're got to, you know, go through, you know, a bunch of killers to get to that title, you know, like I did, you know, goats of the division. You know what I mean? Some of the best featherweights you've ever seen. These are the guys I had to fight to get a shot at that title. And these guys can just, you know, fight in different promotions. And again, I'm not trying to have, you know, not trying to throw disrespect, but, you know, let's look at my resume and then look at his resume. But I'll be honest, I haven't checked his resume, but I guarantee it's not as good as mine.
In other words, what you're trying to say is there's levels to this, right? And you don't feel like he's on your level.
There's levels to this. And again, you know what I mean? I don't even know the guy, you know what I mean? You know, so I'm not going to sit there and throw shade on him, but, you know, I don't know too much about him, but yeah, I know he's called me out, but let's be real. You know what I mean? I've worked very hard to get a shot at this. You know, for someone to just get a shot just purely for winning in a different organization. Mate, I wish when I was winning titles outside of the UFC, I wish I could just fight the champion of the UFC too.
Right.
So that's how I look at it.
Although Michael Chandler got a title shot pretty early in his run. He wasn't even champion in Bellator by the time he came over. But he's not a free agent. It's not going to happen. It's just fun to, you know, compare the champions in the other organizations.
Oh, man, and of course these things are going to get brung up. But, hey, I don't mind it. Yeah, bring my name into it, all good. Whatever, that's all good. But is it going to happen? Probably not.
Two last things for you, and then I'll let you go. And again, thank you for the time, Alex. Talking about that rise, I think you know this because I think I saw you comment on it. A guy who you fought in the early days of your career, unfortunately passed away, Kyle Reyes, not that long ago. What do you remember about Kyle and fighting him a few years ago?
Yeah. So I've met him a few times even after our fight. So yeah, very talented fighter as well. You know, he was a beast. You know, very well rounded, great striking and grappling. So I remember, I fought him on PXC. So that was my first fight, my debut on PXC. But yeah, I've met him a couple of times actually in Vegas when I was here for Izzy's fight. I think it was. He come up, went out of his way to say hello, and every time I see him, he literally goes out of his way to say hello. You know what I mean? So he's a cool, good kid, and I've heard nothing but nice things about him. And yeah, you know, it's obviously very unfortunate. You know what I mean? Like, you know, for something like that to happen, you know, go in for I guess you could say a pretty simple surgery. And then, just, it's pretty heartbreaking. You know, I know a lot of people that knew him and they were devastated about it. So my heart goes out to his family and anyone that knew him.
I do have to say, and thank you for that. I do have to say, I love talking to you. I love everything about what you do. But honestly, I go out of my way. I'm not just saying this. I go out of my way to watch the cooking videos. And I love the quick ones. I love the cooking video. You do those yourself because you do what you do. For those that don't know, on his Instagram, on Alex's Instagram, it's like it's all edited, but then you like narrate over it with this fast-paced, fun, narration. Ooh-wee. I don't know what you say at the beginning. What do you say at the beginning?
How you doing?
How you doing?
That's Norbert.
Yeah. It's great. Who does that? Do you do all that yourself, or do you have someone helping you?
Oh, well, man, because we're in lockdown, so so I'm doing that just from the phone, just through the reels, just having a bit of fun with it. Obviously, my YouTube channel and all that type of stuff. Go check out the YouTube channel. That's got some cooking shows. That's obviously more edited and longer, sort of explaining how I cook things. Where this one's just quick, rough, funny little quirky videos. You know what I mean? Just showing a bit of Aussie humor. Just having a bit of a laugh. But everyone loves food, mate. You know what I mean? So. especially for people that love martial arts, they tend to be food lovers as well. So it's actually a bit of a hit on my Instagram. So go check that out. It's good fun.
It's really, I'm not just saying this. It's really well done. It's fun. You seem to be a great chef. And so could I ask, if I'm hosting a party to watch UFC 266 this Saturday, what should I cook? Give me a dish that I should cook on behalf of the champion Alexander Volkanovski. What should we cook?
Man, look, I've cooked plenty of steaks on my things, and I've explained it pretty well. So I reckon you could cook a mean steak with some of the information that I've got out there. Remember, room temperature, well rested. Just remember that.
Yeah, you leave it up there, right?
To a good steak.
You have to leave it. You don't touch it, right? Is that what you mean? You don't touch it.
Let it rest. Let it rest.
Okay.
You got to let the steaks rest. Probably longer than you even cook the thing. I like mine rare. I like my steaks rare. But I literally let it rest a lot longer than it is to cook the thing.
Would you be offended if I asked for it well done and with ketchup on the side? Is that that's the way I like my steak?
I'll pretend I didn't fucking hear that.
I like it well done.
I'll be very offended. Yes.
Why? Why would you get offended? That's the way I like it. Why do people get so mad when I say well done? Why is that such an offense?
Look, man. Obviously, I don't really care, but man,
people care.
I wouldn't want to watch you eat a well done steak. I actually, you were talking about Ash. I had Ash ask for a steak medium well done, and I looked at him in disgust, and he goes, "Oh, medium," and he ended up changing his order, and I was like, "That's better." Especially while I'm sitting here cutting fucking weight, you don't eat a well done steak in front of me. All right? Hey,
I knew I liked Ash. Well done. That's a man with great taste. Who would have thought, Alex?
Mate,
come on. Who would have thought you would be headlining a card over Nick Diaz in 2021, right? What a crazy world this is. The legend Nick Diaz, you're at the top of the bill.
Mate, is it? Mate, how good is that? Mate, it's just, man, honor. Obviously, honor, both of them, Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz, man. Just to have them, to headline a card that they're on is just incredible. A great opportunity, and I'm thankful for it. And I can't wait to watch it, because I still remember watching them go at it, so long ago, man. So it's pretty incredible to be in the position I am. And again, obviously I'm a UFC champ and all that, but mate, I'm still just a regular bloke, man. I'm just a humble dude, man. I'm back home. I forget about this. That's why I get it out sometimes. I'm like, well, yeah, shit, you're the champ. You know what I mean? I'm just a regular bloke. So I'm still a fan of the sport as well. So I know Nick Diaz well. I know how big he is. And then to see that I'm headlining a card like that he's on, it's just, man, it's incredible. So I'm thankful to just be in the position I am. Very thankful.
Alex, I wish you the best. Thank you so much for the time. Good luck on Saturday. Can't wait to see you back in there. And thanks, as always, for coming on the show, for talking to us. I really appreciate it.
No worries. And please, your next steak, try medium. Try medium for me.
I can't do
it. Medium well.
I'll say this. If we ever are in a situation where you're the chef, with you, I trust you based on the videos. Otherwise, it's ketchup and well done for Helwani.
Ketchup and well done. All right. All right, mate. I'm going to have to leave it with that, mate. I'm off, all right?
All right. Thank you, Alex. All the best. Good luck.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
All right, there he is,
Cheers.
the featherweight champion, the man, Alex Volkanovski. What a mensch.